Welcome, welcome. Sis, let me ask you, let me ask you a real question. What would you do if the man who swept you off your feet, flew you to Monaco, told you he loved you, met your family, and married you, only for you to discover that this man was a complete lie? No, it's not Netflix. This is not a Nollywood scam plot. This is the real life story Onyeka just dropped some time ago on TikTok. The Danish Deception, and baby, ooh, it's wild. So please grab your coffee, warm your throat, because today we are going to be unpacking everything. And more importantly, I'm going to be showing you the real life-saving lessons that every woman needs to learn from this. So please stay tuned. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to Stand in Your Power, where we break down real stories, where we break down real pain and real lessons. Why? So you can stay winning, so you can stay wise, and stay in control of your life. Today's episode, you're not ready. I'm telling you. Let's start from the top. Yes, the beginning. Let's know who these people are. Who are these people? Who is Onyeka Ehie? She is a beautiful, accomplished Nigerian American former bachelor contestant. A smart girl. Well, my opinion, doing her thing. Then enters Mr. Martin Anderson, the Danish man with the perfect resume. Oh, royal family ties, Olympic athlete, tech professional, wealthy upbringing. Hey, Calvin Klein model jawline. Yepa. Hey, sis, he packaged himself like a luxury brand. Looking sharp, fine boy, no pimples, but plenty scamming. How did they meet? They met in Croatia. He buys her a drink. They flirt. They exchange Instagrams. Then boom, he invites her to Monaco. They had, private booked hotels, fine dining, lavish gestures. And then this lady is saying, I love you within days. I mean, who won't say I love you within days when all those things have gone on? He had loved bombed her so intensely that the fireworks were binding, my people. He met her family, told the same royal fairy tales. Everybody in the family fell for it. Why? They fell for it because manipulation wrapped in luxury is still manipulation. Okay? Then, before we knew it, the shift begins. For those of you that want to hear the full story, I'll put the link in the description. The same man who traveled like a billionaire, all of a sudden, started having property emergencies, started having his funds being held up, family disputes, blocking his account, short-term liquidation problems. And my sister Onyeka, believing she was helping her future husband, began to give this man money. Not once, not twice, but repeatedly, my people. She was giving him money repeatedly. Even her parents and sisters were financially supporting this idiot. Love will make you blind, but hope will make you generous. And then The gambling addiction started. Soon, she discovered the truth. She discovered that he had a serious gambling addiction, not in the past, not the one of I am recovering. It was an active one. How did she get to know? It was revealed to her by her friends. Friends revealed that he owed them 200,000. Another person lost some crypto investment with him. Sis, if a man owes you, or let me put it like this, if a man owes the world money, trust me, he would owe you too. Okay? Proof of funds that he was showing her, they were faked, they were doctored, and they were part of the deception, people. They were part of the deception. This marriage thing is crazy sometimes. They got engaged, they got married, and there was a collapse. Let me even add that the initial marriage, the marriage they had was done secretly between her and him. She was so much in love. I'm going to talk about that in another video, because I also did it. And it has all its negative implications. Okay, sometimes you feel like, I'm so in love with him, oh, we are so in love, let's first of all do our private thing before we tell our parents. No, don't do it. We'll talk about that in another video. All right. Despite everything, this man proposed, and Onyeka, believing in the future, she thought she had said yes to a correct person. They married in April 2024. Honeymoon, smiles, Instagram happiness, posting pictures everywhere. But the reality was crumbling underneath. She began to see things she had never seen before, so she began to investigate. She began to ask questions. She began tracing the stories, and nothing was really adding up. So you see, you know that feeling when your spirit starts to whisper that something is off. When your spirit starts to tell you that something is off, believe it. Yes, that spirit. Believe that's silent or quiet talk in your mind. Sometimes you just need to believe it. So she goes ahead. She meets his family. And then the truth jumps out. There's no royal blood. No money anywhere. He's not even an Olympic athlete, as he said he was. He had lifelong gambling issues, as one of his friends told her. Lies upon lies stacked from ground to heaven. Our entire relationship was a huge lie built on fiction. A very, very expensive fiction. And just when she thought it could not get any worse, she discovers another woman. Now it's not just financial abuse. It is now emotional betrayal, manipulation, even infidelity. At this point, she was not married to a husband, in my opinion. She was married to a walking, talking red flag. And then she tells us, this is the reason I shared my story. She said she went public with this story for a few reasons, because a lot of people will be like, she's so stupid, she's so dumb. She said she wants to warn women about romance scams, and then to highlight gambling addiction and its ripple effects. She also says she wants to show that anyone, even strong women, can be deceived. Let's pause there for a minute. I've watched so many videos of women talking down on Onyeka, saying she's dumb, saying she's stupid. I saw some videos where one person said, it can never be me. Really? He that thinks he stand, let him take heed lest he falls. It can never be you. You think you are smart, Abi? You know why I'm saying this? I'm saying this because manipulation is not about intelligence, my people. It's not about intelligence, it's all about vulnerability. It's about trust. It's about someone weaponizing your love for them against you. And I'm happy that she said she has learned her lesson. Some people supported her. Some people called her brave. And I'm part of those people that call her brave. I'm part of those people that will support Onyeka anytime, any day. And I want to thank her for exposing financial abuse. Other people, as I've said earlier, criticize her. Hey, you didn't see the red flags. Really? Really? You that you are talking. Are you sure you are in a relationship where you saw the red flags? You will say you are experts. Anyway, a lot of people go through things, but they will never come and share it. All those of you saying you didn't see the red flags, at some point in your life, you want to tell me that you have never ignored the red flags. Some said she fell for whiteness. The thing is, women, especially black women, we are too quick. We are too quick to judge other black women, especially when they are dating white men. What is the problem with you all? What if it was a black man that did that? Will you say she fell for blackness? I mean, how mean can we be? I have watched a lot of videos. I have been on people's I didn't want to talk on this matter. But because I've been on a lot of people's podcasts, I've been on a lot of people's live streams, I've watched a lot of videos. I said to myself, this is so unfair. This is so unfair. A woman has come out to say, hey, people, this is what I'm going through. And all we do as black women is criticize her. Really? You say she fell for whiteness? You say she ignored the obvious. Really? You think you are better than Onyeka? If we all see those things that you are hiding, if we all know your story, I think we would also be calling you dumb. It's so disheartening that fellow women will talk about a woman that has come out to say, hey, this is what I went through. This is my story. You come out and all you say is criticize her. I never for once have watched a video when someone called out the guy. Only a few. The only people calling out this guy are the lady's friends. And again, they said, oh, she has white friends. What is wrong with us people? Where has your empathy gone? You are supposed to be, talking about this guy. We need to see what can be done for this guy to be locked up. Because this is criminal. You don't go about scamming people, all in the name of love. It is wrong on all sides. Okay? So a lot of them said, oh, you didn't see the red flags. You fell for whiteness. You ignored the obvious. But the truth is that when your heart is involved, discernment sometimes gets cloudy. When you are in love with someone, sometimes it will silence logic. And as well, hope can silence intuition. Okay? I don't know everything. You don't know everything as well. We are all learning and trying to understand. Now, what is the first lesson we all must learn? Every woman must learn this. Love bombing is not love. I repeat, love bombing is not love. It is manipulation wrapped in fireworks. Oh, he took me out to dinner. He did this to me. He did that to me. Oh, la 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 la. He must love me. My love language is gift. He has given me all the gift. Oh, I am so in love with this guy. Beleo. Love bombing is not love. It is big time manipulation wrapped in fireworks. Okay? I also want you to know lesson number 2, luxury is not character. Hey, please, for those people at the back, luxury is not character. A man can fly you across the world and still be empty. He can buy you Chanel and not have character. He can put you in the most expensive hotel and not have character. He can buy you the most expensive cars and he is empty. Okay? Luxury is not character at all. And we need to verify. I cannot overemphasize verifying stories, verifying their finances. Do a background check. Listen, verification is not rude. It is indeed wise. Okay? If someone is wealthy but is always needing your money, my sister, run. Hey, run. They are wealthy but they always need your money. Run away. Oh. That is the lesson that's what I got from this story. One of the lessons I got from it. Don't even stand. Don't wait. Don't think. Run away. I am not sugarcoating it. Okay? A rich man should not need your money, or should not always, let me use that word, always need your money. But Onyeka was in love. And that love blinded logic in a whole lot of ways. Okay? And I'm happy that she said she has learned, because that's the whole essence. When you go through some things in life, you need to learn so that you don't repeat the cycle. Okay? Another thing I want to show us here is that addictions, or let me say addiction, hides behind charm. Pay attention, people, to patterns. Pay attention to patterns, not promise. Do not pay attention to promises. Pay your attention to patterns. Trust is earned, people. It's not given like a free sample at Costco. Listen to your intuition. It will whisper before it screams. Okay? Onyeka had a few quotes. I'm going to go through the quotes and I'm going to draw lessons from those quotes. Number 1, like I said, trust should be earned, not... Those quotes came out of a TikTok story, not handed like free samples. She says, I thought I married a prince, turned out I married a fantasy he created. When someone she said, another quote is, when someone rushes into intimacy, love and loyalty, it is not romance, it is manipulation. Okay, these are her quotes. She said, everything he showed me was curated. The hotels, the dinner, the lifestyle, everything borrowed. She said, I wasn't stupid. I was in love. And love makes you believe what you hope is true. She also said, the gambling addiction was the monster behind every lie. She also said, I forgave him more times than he told the truth. He didn't just lie to me, he lied to my family, my friends, my entire village. I'm just giving you a quote. Real love doesn't need smoke and mirrors. And she says, I am telling this story so another woman doesn't confuse charm for character. Okay? I'm going to touch on some lessons that everyone should learn based on these quotes from Onyeka's Danish Deception story. Number 1 lesson you should learn is that trust is not free. It must be earned. Okay? It must be earned. It shouldn't be handed out like free samples. So my sisters, my brothers, stop giving trust to people simply because they smile, simply because they show affection, or because they share their dreams. What you need to do is watch their consistency, not their chemistry. I need you to understand that your heart is not a charity. Your heart is a sacred place and it must be protected fiercely. Okay? It must be protected fiercely. Another lesson, there's so many lessons that we can learn from this. Fantasy will betray you faster than reality. I don't know if you caught that. Fantasy, living in fantasy, it will betray you faster than when you live in reality. Why am I saying that? Remember that quote where she said, I thought I married a prince. That was a fantasy. But turned out I married a fantasy he created. It was both of their fantasies. People will show you who they want, who they want to be long before you meet who they really are. I'm talking from experience here. People will show you who they want to be long before you meet who they really are. So my brothers, my sisters, don't fall in love with the version they perform. Fall in love with their truth. Fall in love with their truth. And I need to tell you that fast love is fake love. I don't know if someone is listening. Fast love is fake love. It is fake love. I'm taking this from the quote where she said, when someone rushes intimacy, love, and loyalty, it's not romance, it's manipulation. She said that in one of the videos. If someone is moving too fast, it's not because they are deeply in love. It's because they're hiding something. I'm talking from experience here. Healthy relationships take pace, not pressure. Healthy relationships take pace, not pressure. Okay? Healthy relationships take time. It's step by step. It is not pressured. I need us to understand that anyone can create a lifestyle for a moment. She said this in her quote, everything he showed me was curated, all borrowed. Like I said, luxury doesn't equal character. A man or a woman can rent a lifestyle, but you cannot rent integrity. Always, always verify what you're being shown. Okay? Love is not blind, but hope is. I'm taking this from the quote where she said, I wasn't stupid, I was in love. Love makes you believe what you hope is true. Lesson, lesson, lesson. A lot of people ignore red flags, not because they are naive, but because they want the story to work. There's a story that you tell yourself that you've seen. But people will ignore red flag, not because they are naive. I don't want to say that Onyeka was naive. No. Onyeka wanted that love story to work. She was hopeful that finally she had find her is it a prince or knight in whatever armor. Hope can make you hallucinate compatibility with somebody. Yes. I want us to understand that, you see, he had an addiction problem, right? And we will say, oh, he had a personal problem. No, addiction isn't just a personal problem. It would eventually become a relationship problem. Because like she said in her quote, that the addiction was the monster that hid behind every single lie that he had ever told her. Okay? What are we talking about here? When addiction goes untreated, it will destroy relationships, it will destroy finances, it will destroy trust and stability. So never you ignore patterns of compulsive behavior. The truth is, the sad truth is that love cannot fix what somebody refuses to face. You cannot love a person out of their addiction. It won't work. In this situation, you leave the person, let the person go and take care of themselves. When they are whole, let them come back. You are not a fixer. She thought she could fix him. She thought her love could fix him. Love cannot fix somebody that refuses to face what they are going through. Okay? She forgave him. She did not see the change in him, but she forgave him. And that was where she betrayed herself. Forgiveness without change is self-betrayal. Onyeka betrayed herself when she forgave him without seeing change. Stop forgiving people faster than they can fix themselves. It's good to give grace. Grace is good. But boundaries will definitely save your life. Okay? When someone cons you, they will definitely con your whole community. Your relationships affect everyone that is connected to you. I'm sure her parents extended the love. I see a lot of people saying a lot of stupid things online. Her parents extended the love they had for her to him. Your relationships affect everyone connected to you. When you love for me, let me not even go there. Okay? But I just want to say here, when you love the wrong person into or you let the wrong person, when you bring the wrong person into your life, you give them access to your cycle, and your relationship with that person would affect every person that is connected to you. That's why, you see, having discernment is good for survival. Okay? True love doesn't need illusions. Real love doesn't need smoke and mirrors, according to Onyeka. Love shouldn't require theatrics. Real love is steady. It's transparent. Real love is grounded. Real love is honest. If someone needs magic tricks to keep you, get your rubber sandal and run away. Okay? And then she said, I'm telling my story so that another person's freedom, another person doesn't confuse charm for character. Okay? Onyeka's pain has become someone else's protection. I heard of the lady, is it in Mexico or somewhere, that had already given him some amount, but when she watched Onyeka's story, she stopped. You see how your story can save someone's life? How you speaking up can help turn shame into empowerment. But it saddens me that I see women still shaming Onyeka. Is she not? She's ashamed of herself enough. She said it when she started that thing, that story. But women being very myopic, come out and you're talking nonsense. Has she not been tormented enough? I applaud Onyeka for her bravery. She's brave. For her to come out and say, this is what I went through. I was stupid. I was dumb. I made a lot of mistakes. But I don't want someone else to go through it. And that's why I'm speaking up. Your voice is your power. Speaking up turns shame into empowerment. And see, your healing can be another woman's warning. Onyeka's healing was another woman's warning. Whether we like it or not. Okay? So yeah. Sis, whoever is watching me, you deserve love that is real. You deserve love that is grounded. Love that doesn't require dictative work or financial sacrifice. You don't deserve that kind of love. You deserve grounded, real love. If this story taught us anything, it's this. Never abandon your discernment for a fairy tale, and never abandon your power for a man or a woman. If you learned something today, if this touched you, share this with another woman. Share this with another person. We rise by protecting one another. I am Femi, and this is Stand in Your Power. And as always, stay wise, stay grounded, stay powerful. I will see you in the next one. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's free. Bye. Bye-bye.